Well, thank you for joining us here on THV 11 News at 5:30. I'm Tamer Knight, joined by meteorologist Nathan Scott. And Nathan, I think the people are wanting to know, will rain put a halt on our Memorial Day plans for those who plan to grill?
Well, Tamer, we had that round of showers and thunderstorms for parts of the region yesterday. Today, the downpours have been out there, but pretty isolated in nature. And I think we'll see more of the same for Memorial Day. So here's what we're watching right now. Most of the activity is situated into east and northeast Arkansas, but we'll zoom in on central Arkansas because there have been very few isolated showers popping up around the metro. Not too much happening at this time, but you can see them there popping up pretty close to Jacksonville earlier and even pretty close to the airport. A few downpours down the landscape very close to Stuttgart and also Clarendon, and a few more downpours just to the north of you folks in Bald Knob. So Bald Knob probably going to get wet over the next 30 minutes or so. Where the clouds and rain are, temperatures are into the 60s. Everybody else with more sunshine warmed up into the low to mid 80s. Tomorrow, here is your planner. Small chance of an isolated shower, maybe some fog to begin Memorial Day. Temperatures upper 60s. We'll go with spotty showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon into the evening hours, but there will be plenty of dry time. Highs topping out into the upper 70s to lower 80s. Rain chances, they go up for Tuesday and also into Wednesday. More on that complete workweek forecast coming up.
Well, thank you, Nathan. Tomorrow marks the unofficial start to summer as many gather to celebrate Memorial Day, a federal holiday that honors the fallen men and women who served the country. In observance of the holiday, we want to make you aware of a few closures across the state. All state and federal offices will be closed. Also, USPS, FedEx, UPS, public libraries, banks, and the U.S. Stock Market is also closed. Costco and natural grocers will also be closed for the holiday. And as you prepare to celebrate Memorial Day, AAA projects nearly 45 million Americans will travel to some extent. But whether you're traveling or staying home, the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office wants everyone to remain safe and be vigilant. Deputies will have a heavy presence on the roads this weekend, so here are a few tips to keep everyone safe. Of course, no drinking and driving, utilize a designated driver or a rideshare option, and no distracted driving, meaning stay off your phones, no texting or strolling on social media. These tips also applies to boating activities. The Sheriff's Office tells us Memorial Day is one of their busiest weekends of the year, and Deputy Karen Escamilla says driving while intoxicated is the most commonly committed crime each year.
We have DWIs. Usually people are driving either if they're intoxicated or under narcotics. So that's why we encourage, if you are going to be drinking socially, have a sober driver or somebody designated to take you from point A to point B.
Due to the county's holiday observance, Deputy Escamilla says those who are arrested this weekend will not be able to see a judge until Tuesday. She encourages everyone to have a good time, but make good decisions. And after nearly 30 years in law enforcement, Little Rock's police chief is stepping down. Chief Heath Helton has announced his retirement from the Little Rock Police Department. He submitted a letter to Mayor Frank Scott Jr. saying his last day will be Friday, May 29th. In a statement, the mayor credits Helton's leadership for the city's crime reduction strategy and historically low homicide rates. A national search is now underway for the next chief. And prior to the announcement of Chief Helton's retirement, THV 11 got a chance to speak with Mayor Frank Scott Jr. about his proposal to enforce stronger regulations on AI data centers. These regulations come after there have been talks about plans for data centers in the Little Rock Metro. He says due to a state law, Act 851 of 2023, the city cannot ban data centers. However, he says they can act to make sure proposals like the Google data center plan for East Little Rock are carried out responsibly. Scott says he's heard concerns about water usage, noise, and rising electricity costs.
We want to put guardrails in place to protect against excess usage of water, any cost shifting from an electricity standpoint or a water standpoint, because we know that families are very concerned about their dollar.
The official wording of the proposal is being worked on right now by the city's attorney and will be discussed at the next city board meeting on June 2nd. The proposal would apply to all data centers covering 250,000 square feet and using more than 50 megawatts of power. The Google data center would do both. Alongside the recent noise over data centers development, Little Rock's business leaders are pushing ahead with projects on several fronts. They say it's all a part of a bigger revitalization plan. THV 11's Maya Ellison breaks down what these projects mean for you.
If you drive through downtown Little Rock, you might notice all of the construction. I mean, cranes are rising and projects are growing, but city leaders say it's all a part of a bigger mission.
So the goal is to have people not only enjoy being here from a recreation standpoint, from a work standpoint, and from visiting, but also to live downtown.
CEO of the Little Rock Regional Chamber, Jay Cheshire, says these plans have been in motion for years.
It really began with a road project in 2010. So the future is obviously very bright and exciting, and we're thankful to be a part of it.
Since then, projects haven't slowed down. In a statement, Mayor Frank Scott Jr. says improvements across the city now total nearly $1 billion. Here's a look at some of the major developments the chamber highlighted. One is the former 10-story AT&T building, now owned by a Georgia developer who plans to convert them into apartments. Another is Oppenheimer Market Hall, where city leaders approved a $25 million plan to completely restructure the space.
People see opportunity, and that's what this is about, creating more opportunity.
Now inside the hall, business owners are watching closely. Hugh Vang, who owns Bangkok Thai Cuisine, says foot traffic is usually slow, so he's hopeful the changes could bring more customers. But he also has concerns.
Most of the owners here, they're more concerned about if they renovate this and the price goes up, most of the owners, they're gonna leave.
He says higher rent could force businesses to raise menu prices, something he fears could drive customers away. I asked Cheshire about those concerns.
Those businesses are really important to us. We want to make sure that they have a place.
And beyond Market Hall, other projects, including 30 Crossing Park, which will transform the space under the interstate into a community hub, are also part of the broader vision.
It's not just about people coming here to visit. That's a big part of it. It's that plus showing people that they can live here, that they can work here, that they can raise a family here with good income levels as well as quality of life.
In Little Rock, Maya Ellison, THV 11 News.
One Arkansas man found an unusual way to make a big impact. See how it's helping those who serve coming up when we come back.